This is going to, it's preparing. Give me 1 second here, and I'm going to try and keep this underneath an hour. Okay, that's my promise to you because I know your time is very important. Okay, this meeting live stream. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm live on YouTube. So good evening, everybody. It's July 10th, 2022, and I'm really excited to share this information with everybody. And tonight, we're going to be talking about how to start saving in gold and silver starting today. And for anybody that's tuning in live, I do have a very, very, very special offer at the very end where I'm going to show you how to actually start doing this today absolutely free. And this is something that it's just my thank you from me to you personally for taking your time to share your Sunday evening with me. And I apologize for the short notice for all those that are jumping on from my email list. But this is something that, everybody is looking for ways to have a more secure financial future and a way to save for themselves and their family. And this is something that a lot of people know about the importance of saving in the form of precious metals, but they're not quite sure how to go about doing it. Okay. And so this is why I wanted to share this with everybody. And this is something that I've been doing now for the last couple of years. And that's where I'm really confident in sharing this information with everybody because I firsthand have done it and I've seen how it's made a difference in my life and my family's life as well. So that's why I wanted to share it with everybody here. And before we even get started, what I want to do is I'm going to type in the chat if you have any questions, and this is even after the presentation's over, or if it's tomorrow or next month or something, if you're catching the replay or something. You can go ahead and reach out to me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And that way, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to get back to you as quickly as I can with that through that email address. And if you wanted to jump on another Zoom call or something for one-on-one conversation, we can do that as well. And then also, I do have to put some, I have two links in here, and one's an income disclosure, because with what I'm sharing with you here this evening, there's a way for you to earn passively in the process by sharing the opportunity with others. Okay. And so I do, by company rules and regulations, I do have to have that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat right now. And then also, I do want to let you know that by no means am I a certified financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you what I have found that does work, and it is from a legitimate company, and it's something that you can even do your due diligence and check on the company as well after the presentation if you'd like. So if you I do have in there there's a link there for you to get started. But as far as this, you can actually click on that if you want after the presentation. But then also for the income disclosure, that'll just bring you up, what the company wants me to share with everybody. Okay. And then even in part of the presentation, I am going to share a PowerPoint with you and then also a short video. And at the beginning of that short video, they do kind of go over the income disclosure as well. Okay. So just a heads up on that. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and share a PowerPoint with you. Okay. And we'll get that. Let's do this. Bear with me 1 second. Here we go. All right. Okay. So as many of you know, I do have my main business, or I'm a marketing consultant. My business Work Smarter for You, but also I am the founder and CEO of silverandgoldsolutions.org. Now, this is something that I put together to kind of actually help share this information with you, because in order to make an informed decision, you want to have as much information at your disposal as possible before you make a commitment to anything. And I completely understand that. And what I'm sharing with everybody here this evening is something that we all want ways to earn passively or save passively for our future. And the best thing that you can do is that, as you're saving for your future is, have something kind of done on autopilot. And I know it's kind of hard with the way today's economic conditions are actually globally. It's kind of in chaos right now. But the one thing that has always stood the test of time has been precious metals. Okay, this is something that it's always had its value and its worth. I mean, globally, no matter what country you go into, everybody understands the importance of silver and gold. If you have, a gold coin or a silver coin, and it's, pure gold or pure silver, nobody's going to refuse that. Globally, nobody will refuse that. Everybody would be glad to take it from you, okay, or use it to exchange it for goods. So that's what's something to kind of keep in mind as you're going through this presentation with me, okay? And like I said, I want to keep this short, so let's get rolling here real quick. Okay. So what I want to do is, a lot of people always ask, what are the benefits in saving the form of precious metals? They do have a lot of questions, and a lot of people, in like me, when you go back 5, 6, 10 years ago, I had no idea what was the best way to go about doing it. And I always thought I had to go through somebody in order to do it. But that is a total misconception that I wish I would have realized that prior to now. And I would be in obviously a better financial situation than I am in. But I am, like I said, I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I'm confident that the information that I'm sharing with you is going to make a difference in your life as well. Okay, so what I'm going to be discussing with you here this evening is how you can save, starting even today. And actually, let me take my glasses off. There's kind of a glare there. Who you can trust, because there's a lot of companies out there online that you could actually do this through. But like anything, you want to do your due diligence. But I'm going to share with you a company that I have been working with here for a couple of years. And how do you know if you're getting a good deal? Because you can do all this stuff over your price matching and everything. But one thing that you want to also keep in mind too, with that, and I'll actually kind of nip this one in the butt, so to speak, right now, is when you go to purchase something from a company online, check to see what they're, first off, if they have it in stock. Okay, that's very important, because if they're quoting you a price, or you're paying it based on a potential of having it, they have like a lead time of 2 to 3 weeks or something for you to get your silver or gold or however, whatever precious metals, then it's maybe kind of a little bit of a red flag, because you want a company that's going to be able to ship you that product right away. But then also, what is their return policy? Do they honor returns for the products that they're selling you? Okay. Or is it something where if they have no return policy, that's another red flag? Okay. So that's kind of something with there's a lot of places that'll pretty much undercut other places so they can get your business. But then you want to look at, from the customer service standpoint of things, what do they focus on? Okay, if they have a return policy, can they ship you the product right away? Those are two important factors right there. But then also, how can you afford to save in gold and silver, even if you're on a tight budget? And that's what I think is really, really cool about with what I'm sharing here with you this evening. I'm going to share with you how you could even save. If you wanted to save $10 a month in gold, you could do that. And there's not a lot of companies out there that can do this. Okay, so this is what's really cool about this. Same with silver. If you wanted to save $20 a month in silver, because you don't have enough to get a full silver eagle or something like that every month, you can do it using this company that I'm going to be sharing with you. So that's what's really exciting about this. And then also, can gold and silver really build true generational wealth? And that is something that actually will kind of nip that one in the bud here right now too, is that is something that all the generationally wealthy families over the course of time have saved in the form of precious metals, whether it's gold or silver or both, or some other type of precious metals. But this is something that's kind of built up over time. And with one thing, and part of the video I'm going to share with everybody, is there's something that's called a $1.2 million mistake. And what that is if you would have saved one silver eagle, if you would have gotten an MS-70, a graded silver eagle, from the inception of it back in 1986, and had one per month up until now, you would have spent roughly $45,000, $40,000 to $50,000. But at that point, that's over the course of time, so it's incrementally. But that collection today is worth over $1.2 million. Okay, so when you take a $40,000 to $50,000 investment and turn it into $1.2 million, that is something that you cannot be overlooked. That's like a amazing return. So that's just kind of something to keep in mind. In building generational wealth, it's something that's long term. It's something that you pass down, that goes from generation to generation. And when you're saving for your future in precious metals, silver and gold, that is something that you can do incrementally. And like I said, this is something, it's a misconception that people have to have a lot of money in order to do that. But with what I'm sharing with everybody here tonight is the fact that you can do this even if you're on an extremely tight budget. And also, I'm going to be covering what your financial institutions and financial advisors do not want you to know. And then also how you can start today. And the special opportunity that I have, where I'm going to share with you how you can get your membership for free. This actually is, I do have 7 countries listed out here, but there is another one that I need to add here. And I don't know if I can, yeah, I can do it. Okay, we're going to do it right now. Okay, is the United States, Mexico, Canada, Australia, Ireland, UK, New Zealand, and Singapore can all take part in this special offer that I'm sharing with everybody here tonight. Okay. And if you're not in one of those countries, reach out to me. If you do know somebody that is in one of those countries, I can help them as well. But also, if you're not in one of those countries, still watch the presentation, especially the video that I'm going to share with you here shortly, because it is something that just, if you can do this on your own, okay, and it's not something, like I said, you don't have to have a lot of money to do it, but you do want to make a commitment to yourself that you're going to do this on a monthly basis, and it will pay dividends, okay? And no, there's no guarantee what's going to happen in the precious metals market, because even like right now, silver is down under $20 an ounce, but with gold in they're still predicting a lot of things on silver that's going to hit eclipse 50. Okay. And there's different times of the year that the silver and gold drop, but what stayed consistent here over the last couple of, even with all the economic turmoil, is the consistency of gold holding its value. Okay. So that's something, just kind of keep all those things in mind as you're watching the presentation. So what I want to do here, and I hope this, I'm going to go ahead and start. So if you cannot hear this video in the chat, please let me know, raise your hand or something. And then also with this presentation, there's a gentleman by the name of Zach Davis that actually is going to share this presentation with us. I really enjoy sharing this because he does such an excellent job of showing, what's happened to the value of the US dollar over the course of time. And everybody knows globally that pretty much everything is based off of the US dollar, the value, they always compare it to the US dollar because of, at one point when the US dollar was backed by gold, up until 1971, when it was taken off the gold standard, everybody always compared everything to the US dollar. So he does a really good explanation of that here. And then I'm going to follow up the presentation with just a little bit more information about the company. And just like I said, take this information in stride. It's valuable information, and it will, definitely make a difference in how your perception on, one, for money, but then also for how you save for yourself and your family and your future. Okay. And that's the most important thing here tonight. And that's kind of why I'm really excited to share this with everybody. So without further ado, and I know I'm kind of talking fast, but I'm trying to keep it under an hour. Let's go ahead and get this turned up, and let's go ahead and watch this presentation here. And what I'm going to do is I want to disconnect my microphone just to be on the safe side, to make sure that the presentation does come through tonight. That's
purchasing precious metals, bullion, coins, and/or collectibles involves risk. We strongly encourage you to exercise due diligence and properly educate yourself prior to purchasing precious metals. The information presented in 7K's Wealth Strategies is not to be considered tax or financial advice. We encourage you to seek appropriate professional advice regarding the tax and financial implications of buying, owning, or selling precious metals. The price and future value of precious metals is based on many factors, including but not limited to market and economic conditions. Past performance of precious metals is no guarantee.
Okay, hold on one second here. I'm getting, shoot. Let's see if I can see something here. I apologize for this. Yeah, okay, I've got to close this out. Okay, I am sorry about that. Yeah, YouTube opened up the other screen in my other in a different browser, so I apologize for the kind of loop there where you were hearing me talk, or Zach talk and me at the same time. So let's go ahead and try it now, okay?
Precious metals, bullion, coins, and/or collectibles involves risk. We strongly encourage you to exercise due diligence and properly educate yourself prior to purchasing precious metals. The information presented in 7K's Wealth Strategies is not to be considered tax or financial advice. We encourage you to seek appropriate professional advice regarding the tax and financial implications of buying, owning, or selling precious metals. The price and future value of precious metals is based on many factors, including but not limited to market and economic conditions. Past performance of precious metals is no guarantee of future performance or future value. Do you feel like you're working harder for your money just to get by? It's not just you. Millions of families around the world are feeling the exact same thing. In fact, as of 2017, 44% of Americans said they couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense if it popped up. So what's happening? Take a look at some of the major staples in our lives today and how much more they have increased in costs from the year 2000 to 2018. Water and sewage up 133%, car insurance up 97%, and the list goes on. This isn't even counting the 2021 inflation numbers that are the highest since 1982. We're all feeling it, But why is it happening? It's not that things are necessarily costing more to make or service. It's that the fiat currency used to buy the goods is becoming worth less. As you can see, when the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, a dollar was worth, well, a dollar. Because of some government decisions, such as going off of the gold standard and increased money printing, the purchasing power over time was dropped to less than 5 cents on the dollar compared to 1913. Now, this isn't anything new, unfortunately. There's a long list of countries where this exact same thing has happened, including Germany, Argentina, Zimbabwe, and most recently, Venezuela. In each case, they have attempted to print themselves out of their version of a financial crisis. The playbook is being passed around the world, and the result is always the same. If you look at the M1 currency supply chart, it will give you a good indication of what result we could be headed for in the United States. The M1 currency supply is just a way of showing how much printed money is in the hands of the citizens in a country. It is a direct link to the printing of fiat currency. As you can see, the US made a drastic decision related to the COVID-19 pandemic in the year 2020 and decided to go on an even more massive printing spree. As we have seen throughout history, more printing leads to more inflation, which means it takes more fiat currency to purchase the things that we need to live. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from what seems to be a runaway trade? There is a secret that government institutions, banks, and wealthy families have used for ages. It's called sound money. Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver have proven to maintain its buying power throughout history, no matter what happens to fiat currencies around the world. Let's take a look at some examples. In 1965, 1 ounce of silver and $1 had equal purchasing power. You could have used either 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang. If you would have had the same 2,500 ounces of silver in 2020, you could have purchased 2 brand new Mustangs. But $2,500 could barely even cover the down payment to get one. The same is proven true in the housing market. The average home cost in 2001 was $169,000 or 626 ounces of gold. In 2021, you could have taken less gold and purchased 3 homes, even though the average home cost in dollars almost doubled. The list goes on and shows how gold and silver is one of the best ways to play defense against fiat currencies that always decrease in value over time. There are usually a couple things that happen, though, when individuals find out about the value of sound money. First, questions. What should I buy? Who should I trust? How much does it take to get started? And do I need to be an expert to win? The second thing that happens is a discovery of things like mixed advice on what to buy, scammers, high minimums, and people selling inventory they don't actually have, and much, much more, which all cause more questions and a general mistrust, leading them to never, ever get started. Maybe this sounds familiar, but we believe things just shouldn't be that hard. We believe that every family deserves a real chance to get ahead of the game, not only now, but forever. Really, our goal is to help you get started on a path that will help you create a true legacy for generations to come. So who are we? We are 7K, a community of people on a mission to help each other create financial independence, preserve wealth, and create an exceptional life through both good and bad economic times. 7K was founded in 2016 by these 4 individuals with over 100 years of combined business experience. They all have different skill sets and strengths, but all share the same values and belief in helping the average family get ahead. Together, they set out to create a vehicle for people to find more hope and less stress. That vehicle is now a membership, much like Amazon Prime, Spotify, Hulu, or countless other companies that also have a membership, but much more powerful. With a 7K membership, one of the easiest ways to start is by grabbing a little bullion. Bullion is non-collectible gold and silver. Non-collectible gold or silver is a great way to shore up the defensive side of your wealth portfolio. 7K makes it easy. They carry physical gold and silver in different forms. They only sell the things they have in inventory. You won't find minimums or maximums, period. You can literally start with $1 if that's your current budget. And one of the coolest things is that 7K has made transacting in gold and silver possible again. It makes it easy for you to create and execute a good defensive strategy. But there isn't a good sports team in history that has won a championship on defense alone. Just like that, you will also need a very good offensive strategy. That offensive strategy can be found inside of collectibles. The collectible market has proven to be a robust way for wealthy families around the world to not only protect, but also grow their wealth, and more importantly, their legacy. A collectible usually has to be rare or low mintage, has to have unique or artistic designs, a great story, or have historic significance. So if you look at the paper this amazing Spider-Man comic book from 1962 is printed on, it's only worth a couple of dollars. In 2021, this comic book sold for a record $3.6 million. The person or family that bought this book was not buying the paper. They were buying the emotion, the art, rarity, story, and other things they found valuable about this book. In fact, most wealthy families that are playing the collectibles game are doing it not only for their financial protection or gain, but also to preserve their family legacy. If you look at the top 5 places wealthy families turned in order to protect and grow their wealth during the financial crisis of 2008, you will see that 3 of the 5 things are collectible in some way. And the other 2? Sound money. Unfortunately, not many families have an extra million or 2 laying around to buy high-end collectibles, nor would they even know where to start. But 7K is bridging the gap so that the average family can start playing the game with rare, unique, but also affordable collectibles through modern coins. In 2004, a coin called Tiffany Art No. 1 hit the market for about $90. Now, $90 doesn't seem unreasonable for the average family to scrape together in order to add this incredible coin to their wealth portfolio. Today, though, if you wanted to go buy this same coin, it would cost you at least $8,000. But the metal in the coin is only worth roughly $50 today. The additional value in the coin is due to the rarity, story, beauty, or whatever else a potential buyer finds to be valuable. That is the added leverage or offense collectibles can add to a wealth portfolio. You can see here just a few more examples of the same thing play out in other coins. Modern collector coins have a very good track record over the last 20 to 30 years of being a powerful tool inside of the offense of a well-rounded wealth strategy. 7K not only offers some of the best coins from around the world, but also designs and mints its own coins, giving 7K members exclusive or first access. 7K also makes adding cool, unique, and rare collectible coins extremely easy through one of the most powerful member benefits called the Autosaver. The Autosaver program takes all of the thinking out of collecting and leverages the experts at 7K to send you a rare and exclusive collectible coin every single month. It is truly a set it and forget it, zero discipline approach to automate your collectible asset stacking. You will just need to choose one of the options you like best and watch them show up at your door every month. There are other ways you can also take your stacking to the next level, though, with your own shopping cart called 7K Selected and also special sales called Coin Drops. 7K provides many ways to win with collectible gold and silver. As you can see here, Eddie Spears has spent very little time to get a massive head start, making sure a wealth legacy comes from him. All the same, Chris Latin Sr. says he collects both bullion and collector coins, and you can see he has built a very nice stack. He even claims it is now one of his most valued possessions because of what it will mean for him and his family in the future. Gold and silver are not only effective, but can also be super fun. But 7K is much more than just a gold and silver company. Their focus is to help in any way possible you build the legacy that you feel is important. As you dig into the membership at 7K, you will find many different member benefits to help you build that legacy from many different angles. Each could be an important tool in your financial strategy to reduce the stress of the current economy and add more hope for the future. Although you will have plenty of support early on to help you get started in your journey with precious metals, being a proficient and educated buyer is an important component to hitting your new goals. The buyer certification training will help you find what type of buyer you might be, what goals you might have based on what is important to you, and also what type of defensive strategy you might want to set up for yourself. The collector certification will help you move towards a winning offensive strategy, teaching you all you need to know about the ins and outs of the collectible coin world, what types you might be interested in, and also some expert tips from a world-renowned coin expert. As you dig into collectibles more, you will also find the power of collections, and inevitably, you will be searching for a coin to complete a certain series or set that isn't for sale on the first-hand market anymore. The next member benefit helps solve that problem of where you might find that coin, along with other problems that were previously obvious in the collectible coin market. Stack and Sell is a complete and robust marketplace that values authenticity. Now you can easily buy graded collectible coins from other collectors without worry. It also features the world's first inventory system for collectors where you can track what coins you have and what their current values are. Collecting gold and silver is fun, but 7K believes it should also power your lifestyle. Putting a value on memories made around the world is actually priceless. With a 7K membership, you can choose to travel around the world on the company-sponsored trips. Any member can choose to go, and usually at a discount from market rate. There are also other 7K getaway trips where you can spend time with the founders, the executive team, and those can be won through contests. With 7K, you really can create a robust lifestyle using the power of gold and silver and all that the membership has to offer. But remember the initial problem that most people have of not being able to cover the $400 emergency expense? 7K has a way to help that too. Simply by sharing the 7K message, you will earn points across 2 teams, and 7K will thank you by sending you $500 once each team reaches 500 points. This can happen once or as many times as you choose by how often you successfully share the message and refer new customers. And the best part is when you earn enough points and a payment is triggered, 7K will drop it directly into what's called your Sound Money wallet. The Sound Money wallet is the most robust digital wallet today that deals with cash, gold, and silver. You can power your entire gold and silver strategy through this wallet. So as you can see, not only can you fund the wallet from any referral money generated, also from a bank account and even crypto wallets. You can purchase physical gold and silver in all forms, as well as digital gold and silver that is 100% backed by physical metals. Sound Money Wallet is also the first wallet of its kind that will allow you to send gold and silver or cash to other members for free. Earning a little extra money for sharing is super nice, but there are some people that love sharing that message so much that they want more potential. New levels of referral income can be unlocked by ranking up, from associate at $500 all the way up to presidential gold at $12,500 per week. Each new rank carries with it the potential for increased income. 7K truly is on a mission to help the average person build not only a strategy for their future wealth, but also a true legacy long into the future. There's a mantra here at 7K that the 7K community lives by, and some of it may resonate with you. We see things differently. They say stop, we say go. They strive for mediocrity. We are obsessed with significance. They said we couldn't do it, so we did it anyway. We build leaders, teachers, and entrepreneurs that create generational wealth, transform families, bring hope to the helpless, and significance to the successful. We are the believers. After seeing this information, the question is, where do you stand? How would you feel having a little more control over your financial legacy? How would your life be different if you had more time and money to do the things that you enjoy with the people you love? Our guess is that something you heard today made sense. Now, if that's true, don't wait any longer to start building your family legacy through one of the most powerful vehicles available today. Go ahead and pick up which membership is going to fit you best. If you're just looking to be a customer and start stacking assets for the 7K membership, the standard is an awesome option. For only $199 for the 1-year membership, it has plenty of benefits to move you in the right direction. But if you know you want to earn some extra income through sharing the 7K message, the premium is definitely the right choice. The premium comes with a worry-free approach to know that you have full access to all the benefits. There is peace in knowing that whatever your goals are, you won't have to worry about if the premium has what it takes to get you there. Now, it's valued at over $1,500, will only take you $499 to get started. So thank you for taking the time to see why 7K might be a fit for you. But before you go, just take a note of where you might fall. Most people fall into one of three categories, and please take a note of where you might fit. 1 is to grab a membership and start stacking. 2 is to grab a membership and share the message to create a nice little side gig with some extra income. Or 3 is that you already know you want to share the message enough to work toward a full-time income. If you identified yourself as a 2 or 3, then take a look at our income disclosure to see how successful our members that actually decide to share the 7K message have been. You can see each rank and what the high, low, mean, and averages are for each one, and what it might take you to create a solid side gig or a full-time income. Also take note that 85% of our members don't actually share with anyone else. They just love the products and all the member benefits that come with 7K. Now, wherever it is that you may fit, we're very excited for you to become a new member of 7K. A solid side gig.
Okay, so hopefully everybody can hear me. If you're having trouble hearing me, put a 1 in the chat or a 2 in the chat. Do a 2. Okay, let's see. All right. So what I want to do is just really kind of recap just what Zach shared. I mean, he shared a lot of valuable information. And when the very first time the original presentation has changed a little bit, but it still had the same basic information when it was shared with me. But the thing that stood out to me was really the not only, I mean, the housing, how big, going 2001 to 2020. That was kind of eye-opening, but when in like a real simplistic terms, going back to 1965, if you had $2,500 or 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, because they were both worth $1, and you could buy a brand new Ford Mustang. But today, if you had $2,500 cash or fiat currency, that would basically just be like a down payment on one Ford Mustang. But if you actually walked into a dealer today with 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, you could purchase 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. So that one really, really stood out to me, because from a simplistic standpoint, it was like, and that would be saving incrementally over the course of time. And, like what I shared with you at the beginning of the presentation was that I'm going to share with you how you can actually save, even if you're like on a super tight budget, like maybe, $10, $20 a month or something. And hang on one second, let me make sure this is still recording. Okay. All right, it is. Okay, sorry. I don't have somebody here with me to double check everything, so I have to do everything myself. But what I want to show you is I'm going to actually take you into my back office and actually show you exactly how you can do like $5, $10 a month or whatever. Okay. And that's what's really cool about 7K is they give you that option, and you can do it without, paying any fees to do it. Okay. So this is something like one of the things your financial institutions and your financial advisors aren't going to tell you is they're not going to tell you about 7K, because for one, if you're taking your money instead of putting it in the bank, okay, they're not going to be able to use your money to loan it out to people. Okay, so that's, they're against that, obviously. But like with a financial advisor, if you don't, like with 7K, you can do this all yourself. You don't have to have somebody do it for you. You could, go on, if you set up your auto saver and have one of the auto saver shipments sent to you, once per month, you don't even have to worry about it. What they do is you set up your payment, how you're going to pay for it, whether it's like a debit card or a credit card, or however you want to set it up. And then you choose your monthly auto saver, and they have 5 days of the month that you can choose from. It's the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. So, and you can actually even change those dates. If you're like, say, if this month you wanted to start your first auto saver on the 15th, but then next month you're like, oh, okay, well, I can go, the 8th of the month is a better date for me to have my auto saver ship. You can actually change that. Okay. But like with that's what's kind of nice about it. Plus then if you only had, say, like a short, $20, $30 or something you wanted to save in, silver or gold or whatever month, you could actually do that. And I'll show you here in a second. But real quick about 7K, I encourage everybody to do your due diligence. You can look them up on the Better Business Bureau. And this one's, I guess this is probably from my other presentation. So it's a little bit, the numbers are a little bit different. But one thing to look at when you're looking at the Better Business Bureau rating is, the customer reviews is always, the stars is always great. Okay. But sometimes people will do like a great review, and then they'll forget to check the number of stars. So it kind of brings it down. But then also at the same time, The big key factor that I look at is the customer complaints. And when I did the screenshot, they had 0 customer complaints. Okay, so they've been in business since 2016. And like even now going back, if you go through some of the customer reviews, I've noticed that a lot of the not so positive reviews have been because people were misled about the opportunity to earn passively. Okay, so that's why my main focus for you, everyone to understand, is just saving, the importance of saving incrementally in silver and gold. Okay, if it's just a little bit a month, that's going to make a difference in the long term, and it's something that's going to definitely pay for, help you out in the future. Okay, but so that's kind of what I noticed, is that some of the people that were leaving bad reviews were because they were misled with the information about the share plan. Okay, and that's like I like to call it a pay it forward plan, because like if you go ahead and create your membership now, if you went to 7kmetals.com, they're going to say, well, who referred you? Okay, and because what they want to do is they want to thank the people that are sharing the information with other people, and that's how they have their passive income, where as you share the opportunity with people and you have members sign up, there's points attributed to the memberships, and then also the monthly auto savers and any type of purchases that are made. So it's something that is really beneficial. It's really something that I get excited about it, because when you realize that you're just sharing an opportunity that a lot of people are not aware of. Okay, and if you're a business owner, I should probably do a separate presentation on that. But if you're a business owner and you want to, you're a small business and you're not able to give your employee the benefit of a 401k, or something along those lines, this is an option to you can actually utilize yourself, but at the same time, you can offer this or share this information with people. Because if I would have had this opportunity shared with me, back when I got out of high school, where I could actually save in silver and gold, on a regular basis, I would have jumped at the chance, but it wasn't around back then. Okay, so this is something that just kind of keep in mind. But real quick, 7K does have a physical location, and they are located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. So if you're ever in that city and you wanted to stop in, you could actually walk in the front door, because they do have, they have regular building, regular business operating hours and everything. They do have excellent customer service. I highly recommend them as well. But the founders are actually Zach Davis, Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. And if the name Roger Ball looks familiar to you, like Zach had mentioned, they have over 100 plus years of business experience. Well, Roger Ball, if that name looks familiar, he's the founder of this company called Melaleuca, and they've been here in the United States. You're familiar with them because they've been around for over 20 years, and that just shows you the type of core people that they have that got together and said, you know what, how can we make the power of precious metals easy for everybody to understand, but at the same time, how can we make it affordable for people to save incrementally for their future? Because it does a little bit over time, does add up. And that's how they came up with the 7K metals concept. Okay. And, and this is something too, it's something where, rewarding people for sharing the business with other people. And that's how they have their affiliate marketing, or it's a form of affiliate marketing, but it's pretty much, I like to call it your pay it forward program. So what I want to do real quick before I'm going to wrap this up here shortly in a few minutes, but what I want to do is I want to share with you my back office. Okay. So, and I know this is live, and I guess I'll just go ahead and do it anyways, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to, how you can actually buy incrementally. Okay. A lot of times people think that they have to have, like I said, there's this misconception that you have to have an X amount of dollars, a lot of money to save in silver and gold. And that is totally wrong. It's totally a misconception. And I'll show you how you can actually do it incrementally here. So this is my back office. Okay, let's go to Sound Money Wallet. Okay, so in the Sound Money Wallet, and that's what Zach talked about, you can it'll actually show you the current market prices for gold and silver. Okay. And then the sellback price. Okay. So this is something that you want to keep in mind. Like if you want to do this from like purchasing incrementally, there's, I do have an article on the silverandgoldsolutions.org website regarding how spot price and premium price and everything is calculated. So if you need more information on that, or you're not quite understanding how prices are calculated, like usually what's shown, I'll just put it is in simple terms. What is shown for the value of silver when you look it up online? What's the current value of silver online? That's actually showing you just the raw cost of what it is, what kind of more or less, so to speak, as it's in the ground. Okay, but then to actually process it and get it minted into something, there's additional costs, and that's why the price is different. Okay, that's kind of a layman's term of explaining it. But with the Sound Money wallet, what you can do is you can deposit money from your bank account or however you want to do it into the Sound Money wallet, and then you can actually just buy incrementally. Like I actually bought when I bought gold, I bought like $24 worth of gold. Okay. And the sellback price is, which is actually 0.011797. That's actually the of the amount of gold that I bought, but that's incrementally. Same with silver. At the time I bought I bought $80 worth of silver. It was actually kind of high when I did it, but I was trying to do an example for our team to show them what it looked like. Okay. And it's, of course, silver's dropped since then, but I'm leaving it there because I know silver's going to go back up. It's not going to keep dropping. Okay. So this is something, and if you look at the charts and everything, and this again, I encourage people to do their due diligence. If you look at if you could just Google silver prices and gold prices over the last, you can do the last 10 years or 20 years, you'll see that different months throughout the, there's different months throughout the year where silver and gold dip a little bit, and then certain months where it goes back up. And especially usually towards the end of the year, that's usually when everything really kind of skyrockets a little bit. But just kind of do your own due diligence, so make sure you have the information at your fingertips. But I just want to show you. So what you would do is you would just, like in this case here, if I wanted to, transfer, or I want to transfer cash or something. Let's go. Oh, I have to put in, sorry, I can't do that. Never mind. I have to do this off of my phone to get a code, and I don't want to do that and hold up the presentation. But what you do is, if you want to transfer money from cash to silver or gold, you would click that transfer button, and then there's a way for you to, you get a code from your phone, you put that in there. That way they make sure it's just a verification thing. And then I'll ask you, well, how much cash do you want to convert to silver? Or how much do you want to convert to gold? Or if you wanted to take, like in this case here, I could take the silver and convert it into gold if I wanted to, or vice versa. And then you can also convert these back into cash. Okay, so that's how easy it is. And like if you have a family member or a friend or somebody that's has an account with 7K, you could actually transfer money or silver and gold to them if you would like to. Okay, so that's what's really nice about it. And that's what's kind of unique about the 7K Sound Money wallet. So I give them a lot of credit for that. It's just a phenomenal idea, and it's something that even if you don't want to do this, like if you go to let's do the get started. I'll just show you this real quick. So there's two different membership packages, and I will show you. There's the $4.99 premium, and then there's a $1.99. For those of you that are on this presentation live tonight, or if you catch the replay and you can reach me before midnight Central Standard Time here in the United States, I will, send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org and say, hey, Rick, I caught your presentation. I'd like to become a member. Show me how I can get the membership for free. And again, me offering the free membership it's not 7K offering it. This is strictly me. It's my gift to you for taking the time to watch this presentation and to want to save for your future. Okay. It's just my way of thanking you. Okay. So what you would do is you would choose your membership package, and I'll share with you how you can get the standard free. If you wanted to do the premium and you wanted to go that route, just let me know, and then I would send you the difference. Okay. So you would still, with the $1.99, you would still have to pay the difference. Okay. But when you create your membership, it's going to ask you, which monthly autosaver coin should we send you? Right now, they have this really cool 7 Pillars gold note. It's a limited edition series. There's only 10,000 of them available. So it's limited edition. There's a state animal series, which is actually a colorized one. Those are $139 a month. And then there's the standard Eagle state label. So you would get American Silver Eagle with the 7K state label, and each month it would be something different. So like what my son and I are trying to do is we're trying to put together all 50 of the United States and have that as a collection, because that would really be a nice collection. And then there's also the state animal gold. So these are fractional gold coins. Okay. And this one is $179 a month, but you would actually get a gold coin sent to you every single month. Okay. All right. So let's go back to my screen here. Is that where I am? Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So this is what I was just showing you there. So there's a state animal silver was $139. The Eagle state label series is $115, and the state animal gold is 179, and the 7 Pillars Gold Note is 115. Okay, so and what they do with the 7 Pillars Gold Note is they keep track of which ones they send you, so or ship to you each month, and so they have a good system. So you're pretty much going to make sure that you do not get duplicates. Like these 7 Pillars Gold Notes, those once completed would be a really nice nice thing to display and show. But all the collectibles and stuff that 7K has is they're very nice. They're very impressive. And once you actually get the silver or gold, depending on what you go with in your hand, it's hard to explain the feeling. But like with this the Silver Eagle State Series, this is what it looks like. Okay. And it comes in this hard plastic shell, and it's graded by NGC, which is the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. And what it is they grade it. And when you get one of these coins, this is an MS-70, so it's a perfectly graded coin. And it's going to always maintain its highest value because it's perfectly graded. And you would never want to take it out of this case because it's going to have more value in the case. Okay. But in the case, if you ever wanted to, I guess you could, but with it being MS-70, and it has its own special serial number. So there's no way of duplicating this one. This has its own barcode, its own serial number. And like with Stack and Sell, with what Zach was showing in the video, that you can actually keep track of what you save. And that's what's really nice about Stack and Sell from an insurance standpoint. You could, there's a phone app that you download for the Stack and Sell, and you can actually scan the barcode, and it'll automatically add that coin or whatever you have. As long as it has a barcode to it and it's graded, it'll add it to your Stack and Sell, your portfolio. And what's nice about that for insurance purposes, if like say if there's ever something like a fire or something, or earthquake or something, whatever, and the coins or whatever get lost or damaged or whatever, this is a way for insurance, because the only way you can actually put this into your Stack and Sell is by scanning it on the barcode. So it's another added benefit to it. But then also I do want to point out one other real quick thing before I wrap this up. With 7K, if you have a family member that's in 7K and say your health took a turn for the worse, you can actually will your 7K account to somebody. That's something that they don't really talk about in their presentation because it's a lot of information, but that's something they've even thought of, that aspect of it. So like if you had, say you built a team of and you were actually at the silver membership, where you are silver level as far as the Pay It Forward program goes, and you're getting $3,500 a week. Well, if your health started to decline, you could actually will that to somebody, if a family member or a friend or somebody, if they have a 7K account. So that's really something nice that they do. That way, if you did pass away, that those members that were underneath that person that passed away would go to whoever you willed it to. Okay, so that's really something really cool about 7K, that they, like I said, they thought about a lot of things here. And one other thing that's coming up, and this is kind of, they're working on having for people that, either are earning passively or have money in their Sound Money wallet, they're actually coming out where they're planning on having a credit card / debit card where you could actually pay for. So if you're saving in the form of silver and gold and it's actually in your Sound Money vault, you could actually transact with this card and actually buy something, and then it would deduct that amount from your silver or gold in your Sound Money vault. So that's something that's really kind of futuristic. It's something that where some people are like, well, if I buy silver or gold, how can I exchange it? Well, between selling on Stack and Sell on different dealers and coin shops, and that there's, if you walk in with an MS-70 perfectly graded coin, you're going to get top dollar for it, okay, or gold or what have you. So there's the benefits of using Stack and Sell to sell it on. You can just inventory your stuff there, or if you want to sell it, you could. And then also there's with the Sound Money vault, or the Sound Money wallet, where you have your money saved in there, you would be able to exchange it, either sell it back to 7K through that, or, in this case here, with using the debit card or whatever, you could actually, transact and pay for stuff out of your Sound Money vault. Okay. And that's something that's really it's really something that's really pretty cool, because they're looking towards the future. Okay. So, and the one thing that, real quick, they do always make sure that anytime you go to their website, any of the products or anything that they sell, there's a lot of times you'll go there and you'll see like 7 or 8, 9, 10 things that are sold out, but then you'll find ones that are in inventory. So once you do it, whether it's the, dealer direct metals or whatever, Once you purchase it, they definitely have it. They're guaranteeing that they have it in stock. And then also, whenever you purchase something, or say if you saved like $20 in gold or $20 in silver this month, they physically have to take a percentage of that silver or gold and put it on the side. So that way, if you wanted to have that sent to you, now I believe with the gold, it has to be in increments of, like a 10th ounce or quarter ounce or something, or a full ounce, in order for them to physically send it to you. But, they have to actually have that gold set aside for you, or that silver set aside for you. So if you ever wanted it shipped to you, you could. Okay. So that's really nice. So they're very thorough about that. So we'll just recap the benefits here. You have the access to the Sound Money wallet. Okay. Which is not, that's kind of, futuristic. That's something that's not available everywhere. They have the autosaver program where you can actually just pick your autosaver shipment every month, and then they send you an invoice saying, here, hey Rick, we charged your credit card or your debit card this amount, and here's your receipt. The very next day you get an email confirmation saying, hey, here's your tracking number, we're shipping it out FedEx. And that's something that's really nice. Okay, so they are very thorough with that. And then they also have 7K healthcare program. So if you don't have insurance yourself, or if you're a business owner or something, a small business, and you can't offer insurance to your employees, there's an option for you to get that through 7K. So you would have to check with them. I'm not sure when their enrollment period is, or how that, I don't personally have it with them, but they do offer that. They have dealer direct pricing. So you're eliminating the middlemen and all the markups from exchanging hands. So you're going to get almost guaranteed the best price online, or close to it. It's very good pricing. Then there's also the limited edition and rare coins. Okay, with their coin drops that he was mentioned about, they sometimes have coins that are only like 99 in existence. Okay, that are super hard to get. And so they do have those that they offer through their coin drops. And there's also ones that are just, some of them they have like 20,000 of, 10,000 of, but a lot of times with the limited edition ones, they are very low mintage. Then there's 1099 tax advantages, because if you're sharing this opportunity with other people and they're joining through your link, you're running it as a business because you're earning passively, but at the same time, there are different tax benefits, because in order for you to share the opportunity and earn from it, you have to have the business expenses, which is kind of like your membership and everything, and whatever other stuff you use to promote or share the opportunity with other people. So there are 1099 tax advantages. And I always encourage people to check with their accountant or CPA to make sure that, what they should be keeping track of for tax purposes. And then they also offer a gold backed IRA, which is sweet. And then they have the 7K Advantage, which is, it's just automatic with your membership. It gives you a discount on different restaurants, hotel, travel, lodging, those types of things. So that's part of the benefit. And then you have the residual income for a lifetime. So for the members that are actually active in 7K and saving monthly and incrementally, once they start doing that, and if they qualify as an associate or above, they want to stick with that because it's a nice thing to have. So you'll always, as long as your members on your team are active, you will also earn passively, as it accumulates the points. But like I said, they do have something special where if you hit 250 points, I mean, Zach mentioned 500, which is the typical associate range, but they do have something which is to help people get money back in their hands quicker, and thank people for sharing the opportunity. If you hit 250 points on your left and right, you would get a $250 check, at the end when they close their cycling, which is at the end of every week on Saturday night at 11:59 Mountain Time. So I know I've given a lot of information here, and I apologize for talking fast. I just want to keep this as short as possible. And then there's also e-commerce sales. So like if you shared your link, which is when you have your affiliate link, which you can share with people, if they went to your website, but they didn't want to pick a membership package or anything, but they wanted to buy some of the jewelry or some of the pricing and everything on there, you would get compensated for that. It's part of the benefit of sharing the opportunity too. Okay, so what I want to do here is, my special bonus to everybody who's on here live is if you are interested in becoming a member, and this is something like, I just want to give you the opportunity to start saving for your future and for your family today, not next week, not a month from now, but today. So like if you're on this live call, or if you catch the replay by midnight tonight, what I'm going to do is I will share with you, send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. I have that here, and I also have it in the chat, and just say, hey, Rick, I caught your presentation. let me know how I can get my standard membership for free, and I will contact you via email, or when you send me that email, please put your full name, your email address, and your best contact phone number. And the contact phone number, I will not call you unless you ask me to call you, but that's more or less for like text messaging. Like if you ever were sharing the opportunity and you were unsure about something, you said, hey, Rick, can you help me out with this? You could text me and I will get back to you as quick as I can. But also if you wanted to do like a joint presentation or something like that, I'd be more than happy to help you with that. So this is my way of thanking you for taking the time to watch this presentation. I really am grateful to share this with people because, and it's something, to be able to save incrementally, and just even if you're able to do that, if you're not in one of the 8 countries listed, just be able to save for your future is going to make a huge difference. Okay. So send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And if you're not interested in like earning passively, down the road or something like that, that's fine too. That's not at all required. The main thing here is to be able to save for your future. Okay. And if you can do it little bit by little bit over the course of a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, it's going to add up to something really nice. Okay. So if you didn't want to be a part of the, earn passively, so to speak, you could just go to https://7kmetals.com/RickF. And if they ask you, or if you went to their website and they asked you for who referred you to, just put Rick F in there. And that's my referral ID. And then you just go ahead and do that. And then, I will still see your information that you joined, and I will probably reach out to you, because my special gift, in addition to the membership that I'm offering everybody, I have some really, this is something really nice, because 7K, they used to send out a coin with their membership package, but because the rise and everything and the cost of everything, they stopped doing it recently. But I'm taking care of you on that too. So when you send me your email and everything and your phone number, and send me your address too, because what I want to do is I want to send you, for one, I want to thank you for being a part of the team. And I also want to put this in the chat here real quick. Let's see. So if you also can want to, you can go to Rick, or just go to Silver and Gold. If I can type while I'm talking, silverandgoldsolutions.org. And I have a lot of step-by-step video tutorials on there. I have a lot of information about what I shared on this presentation. You can check it out there. And then also you can reach out to me through there as well. But also I do have a welcome video on there for the team testimonials, because I'd like to add you to the team, whether it's your picture, or if you want to do a video testimonial, that would be great too, but not necessarily, you don't have to do that. But what I will do is I will be sending you one of the Team Silver and Gold Solutions coffee mugs. And then I'll send you either an American Silver Eagle or an American Buffalo 100% silver and nickel, or silver dollar, which is 0.9999%. So you will get that. And then so that way you have some physical, tangible silver in your hand. And then I also have some different specialty copper coins that I send out as well. So you'll have a nice welcome gift from me there too as well. Okay. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me direct at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. I really want to thank everybody for taking the time to spend their Sunday evening with me and share this for allowing me to share this presentation with you. I hope you got a lot of great value from it. And if you have any questions, and if you're catching the replay and it's after Sunday night, I will still honor the bonuses here. But I'll just reach out to me and I will connect with you. Okay. But I will honor the bonuses. I was going to initially just say I'll just do half off, but I realize that it's Sunday evening and everybody's probably winding down from their weekend. Okay. So thank you again, everybody, for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to having you on the team, and we'll talk soon. Take care.